Welcome back here on the Senior Network. Natalie, we were discussing, you got my attention on that, like kind of buying hearing aids, if you will, or retail lines, and I just can't see that as well as, because you guys, everything's so customized, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hearing is very scientific. You're dealing with a bunch of different frequencies or pitches. Most people tend to hear some pitches better than others, or some frequencies better than others. And I always tell even our patients that hearing is science, yes, but it's also subjective. Just like every one of us, when we get in our car, we set the radio dial to a different volume. Some people like everything in life very loud, and others like things very quiet.
Right.
And so part of going to a practice and having a provider for your hearing aids is somebody working very closely with you to fine-tune and adjust them to fit your life, to fit your needs. If you're somebody who likes to garden and go to book clubs versus somebody who is out on the town 5 nights a week at cocktail parties and noisy restaurants, the needs are different.
Right.
What they subjectively want out of them may be different. And so it's a very personalized experience, and it should be. It's not a one-size-fit-all.
I know, and we're sitting here and I was looking at your lab a little earlier, and I thought I was in a doctor's office or something. There's so much equipment and everything, but that just goes to show what all you put into really customizing and making that a personal fit, right?
It is. They're medical devices, and they, I believe, should be treated as such, and patients need to have care and follow-up care. Things go wrong with hearing aids. We have skin cells and dandruff and hairspray and pollen in the air and all of these things that can affect performance of hearing aids, not to mention earwax, which is nature's perfect sound block. So having a provider with a close personal relationship really is what I believe makes people successful in hearing aids.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, the viewers I was not aware that, you guys go to the level of a professional operation like this being regulated by DHEC through the state.
Absolutely.
And that's, we know from right at home in DHEC, and
Cypress,
that's a lot of regulations put in place, which obviously provides better service because you're doing a lot more detailed in whatever you're doing, right?
Absolutely. There's a structure, and you've got to meet conditions, and we're fitting and adjusting medical devices for people for one of their major senses. So it's something that is very serious, and I don't think people are going to be served that well by walking into a drugstore and picking up an amplifier.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you. Well, tell us a little bit too, moving forward, you guys, I think we've talked about this in the past, if I wanted to, and I was watching and just curious about, I think I may have some hearing issues. I'm not really sure, right? There's different levels, you can set up a time with you guys and just come in and do a test, right?
Absolutely, and I believe too, hearing tests are free. So don't wait until, don't wait till you think you have a hearing test. At least they're free in our office. I think that everybody, from the time you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, go and find out. We go and get our eyes checked.
Right.
We go and get our eyes checked from the time we're young.
And every year, basically, yeah.
And, hearing has been disregarded for a long time, I think, by the medical community because, quite simply, physicians did not know how important and how critical hearing was to brain activity and brain function and keeping the brain healthy and fit and sharp. And so what I urge people to do is don't wait till you think you have a problem, because then you've probably waited a little too long. Go ahead and find out early in life what your hearing is like, how you're hearing, and learn something along the way. And then stay on top of it, just like you would your eyesight in any other major sense.
Because even after you get fitted, I'm assuming over the years that, things may change and you have to change with that, correct?
The thing with hearing is there's too many internal and external factors that can affect sensory neural hearing loss, which is damage to the cilia in the inner ear. So we can't predict, is it going to deteriorate? At what rate will it deteriorate? Will it level off? There's just too many external and internal factors to predict that. So it's something you want to get checked on a regular basis.
Just like your eyesight, with glasses and that type of thing.
Absolutely.
I was just wondering about the cost because, we have lots of members that wear hearing aids, and they talk about how expensive they are and whatnot. And I wonder if maybe they're not checked regularly to make sure everything's working properly because of the cost, or
Right.
is it the initial cost?
Well, hold that thought. No, that's a great question,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
I want you
Yeah.
to answer that. Thank you so much. We need to take a break. Stay with us here on the Senior Network.